Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am doing a reading that I've been thinking about doing for a couple of days now, and it's after the storm reading. So there's been a lot of stormy weather here in the UK, and while I'm filming this, it actually is storming. But it's like a weird day where it gets incredibly stormy for a while and then actually gets quite sunny and clear. And we know that storms can cause quite a lot of devastation for people. There's going to be areas that are flooded. There's going to be buildings that have been damaged. There are going to be people that have been hurt. But a storm always also serves the purpose of clearing things, clearing the air. And I feel like that's been needed for a long time on an energetic kind of plane. So if you watch my videos regularly, you will know that I have been battling with a sinus infection, which is beginning to clear now. So, when you have blocked sinuses, it's hard to breathe properly, to take in air properly. And then as that becomes easier, I don't know, it kind of helps to declog my brain as well as my head, okay? So there's that kind of feeling in the air right now, where even if you're in the midst of the storm, right, even if it's storming where you are still, you know that after the storm, things are going to lift, things are going to clear, things are going to be new. And I just wanted to do a little reading for us to understand what might be coming up for us after the storm, okay? What can we look forward to? What clarity can we look forward to after the storm? What good things can you welcome into our lives after this storm, okay? Let's see what the cards have to tell us. Okay. Very interesting cards, which I don't think you can see on the camera, so I'll pick them up one by one. We have the Moon card, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Death card. So straight off the bat, this storm has brought a lot of change, okay? It's interesting how the first card is the Moon, and we're actually under the influence of the full moon now. The full moon took place just a couple of days ago, so the sky will still kind of look the moon will still kind of be looking full in the sky. And as I'm saying that, I'm remembering that last night I had a dream about the full moon. I had a dream that I was taking pictures of it from lots of different angles, and maybe also looking at other people's pictures of it from lots of different angles. And it's interesting because my partner was around last night and he was talking about how he loves the full moon and how this is his favourite time of the month, right? And I think I did look on Facebook and I saw some pictures of people's full moons, and that must have all gone into my brain as I went to sleep. And yeah, I remember just seeing a glorious moon in my sleep, because I haven't actually seen this full moon. I haven't been out at night in order to see it. So I'm imagining it and I'm feeling it, but I haven't actually seen it except for in my dreams, right? So it's interesting how this depicts the full moon, because full moon's all about illumination. The fact that I saw it in my dream points to the fact that things are going to be illuminated. So after this storm, we can look forward to much greater levels of clarity and much greater levels of illumination about many things in our lives that may have metaphorically been keeping us in the dark, okay? I think we're going to be able to see what's not working. So the Three of Pentacles upright is a card about people working together to build something. And here in the reverse, what I'm really feeling is that one of the things that's going to be eliminated are areas of our lives that aren't working anymore. Sometimes we can be a little bit of denial about what's good for us and what's not good for us, about what's working and what's not working. And I feel as though after this storm, we're going to be able to reassess maybe some damage that has occurred, right? And I'm talking about metaphorical damage here. And I'm really sorry if you've actually experienced any actual literal damage. But I think we're going to be able to assess the damage, assess the landscape of our lives and see what's not working for us anymore. And we're going to allow the things that aren't working for us anymore to die and fall away. So that sounds very dramatic, but I'm thinking of things like, if we've never been so good at looking after ourselves when we're ill, like me, right? If we find it easier to push through when we're ill rather than to stop and take time out, what we may be uncovering, what we may be illuminating at this time is all of the reasons as to why. We may be sifting through all of the old baggage and all of the old kind of rubbish that has led us to have that feeling, that has led us to have that behaviour. And after this storm, we're going to be able to clear out that energy and approach life differently, right? So that's what's happening for all of us on some kind of a level right now. There's a clearing out of things that are no longer needed for us or no longer needed by us. Let's pull 3 more. I'm taking that one. So what we have are the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands. I wonder if you can hear that wind. And the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever it is that we're allowing to be cleared out by this storm, right? By this wind, by this rain. Whatever it is that we're allowing to be swept away, it's going to come about quite quickly in the way that, storms can come and go sometimes relatively quickly. It's going to be a quick process. Something is swiftly leaving your life right now, okay? And you may be feeling that energy. I sure am. And you're going to start to look to a whole new future where the way that you show up is completely different. So this is about wholeness. This is about you becoming a more whole person. And we do that when we let things go, okay? Sometimes it feels like it's the exact opposite. It's like in that death phase, right? In that process of where we're allowing things to die, it can feel incredibly scary and incredibly shaky. And we may not see how by letting something go, we will actually become a more fuller self. But that is what happens. We become a more fuller self when we let something go. And that's what we're looking forward to after this storm, becoming a much more fuller version of ourselves. I'm going to pull 3 more tarot cards and then an oracle card. I love how that message came out about a fuller version of ourselves, right? It's very moon-like. When the moon becomes full, it's the fullest version of the moon, right? And it's like we're becoming the same thing. It's a real blossoming. I love that fullness. So, seeing the Page of Swords there that I saw in another reading quite soon. Okay. So yeah, that fullness that I was picking up is shown by the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of abundance, right? This is a card of fullness. This is a card of a full life, a contented life, a satisfactory life. Yeah? That's what's coming in after this storm. So you may feel a real urge to stay home, relax with the people close to you. If you want to go out, you're going to be wanting to spend time with people that you really love and you really care about. Because that's where you feel the most content, the most happy, the most full. Because of that fullness that many of you watching this video will be exuding and experiencing, you may have people that are looking at you from the sidelines of your life, perhaps not quite understanding the changes you've gone through, perhaps feeling as though they are the people that have been let go as you journey to fullness. And it's not your place to make those people feel better, okay? That's what I want to say. part of what needs to be let go of, that needs to die within you, is that willingness to look after others above yourself. I've actually written a blog post that's going to be coming out soon, if it's out already, about mature compassion, about how the things I've been through in the last year or so have really taught me the importance of having compassion for myself first, and have really taught me that compassion for others does not look the way that I always thought it looked. It doesn't look like actually looking after a person, actually taking a person's problems away. It actually looks much more like understanding that everyone has their own struggles, understanding that I struggle too, right? And understanding that looking after myself must come first, and allowing people to look after their own selves is a gift in itself, okay? So there will be people in your life who are looking at your glow up, or who are looking at your level up, or who are looking at your fullness in all of its idiosyncrasies at the moment. You may feel some type of way, and you're being asked to allow them to feel the way that they feel. Know that it's not your job to take those feelings away from them. Know that it's not your job to apologise for the feelings that they have. Allow whoever needs to fade away, knowing that they will create their own fullness in their own time, in their own way, and your fullness is what's important right now. Okay, I'm just going to pull one card from the Work Your Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Really beautiful feminine energy for what feels like a very dreamy time. It's very powerful doing a reading like this in the middle of a storm. And it sounds weird to say, as you can probably hear the rain thrashing against the windows, that I can already feel the end of the storm, okay? Energetically, I can already feel this energy of after the storm, which is why I'm doing this reading now. So the card that's come up is Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So you are your own teacher at this time. When you come out the other side of this storm, you are going to have learned all the lessons that the hardship of the storm taught you. You're going to have learned all of the wisdom, and you're going to be ready to put it to good use. In leaving certain things behind and becoming your most full self, you're going to teach others how to do the same thing. You're going to be a leader, a spiritual leader. Because in you just living your life in this way, people that observe you, even if it freaks them out, even if it makes them feel a bit shady towards you, they're going to learn from this. They're going to learn from you. And that is really powerful work. So what a powerful storm. What a powerful moon. Good luck as you step into this wisdom that you're gleaning from this time. And I'll see you on another reading soon. Bye.